Good morning, folks. So I thought I'd give you a little explanation of what I'm doing here and window wise. Now a lot of you have said, oh, you should have some windows in here and you can see down to the garden. Fantastic idea, but it won't work in the grand scheme of things for us because of the style of the cooker we're having, the units that go over the top, the extraction fan and so on and so forth. And if we have windows in here, we lose a massive amount of storage space, which will come to you guys in the end. You'll see what I mean. But we can't have windows on this side either. That basically is north that way anyway, so that's the coldest side, or wettest side definitely. But we're having, I think I might have explained it, but we're having floor to ceiling units right across, so they're giant cupboards if you like. They're splits in two both ends, and then there'll be in the middle will be an exposed fridge, so we can get to a fridge and freezer, easy access, and then obviously an island in front of that for Tracy, because I tried to design it for her so it's very ergonomical for her. So she'll cook there, she'll turn round to be the island on this side, be right behind her. Then on the triangle she'll have the sink here going back, or the other reverse triangle, which is back to the fridge, back to the island. The island's going to be a nice big island. People can sit at one end, 3 people. So if someone's cooking, the rest of them can chat away. But let me explain what I'm doing up here as well. So I'm now starting to build the corners in. I'm going to take you up there and show you, but we're fighting between the rain every day now. We've had it literally 3 weeks solid, or rain every day for 3 weeks. So you'll see a hole in the wall there where I've built the the brick stonework. It's concrete blocks, heavy duty concrete blocks. I've left a hole there. This is going to be where the vent's going to go out from the cooker. Okay, so there's going to be a vent for the cooker and extraction out there. Then the extraction might go a little bit higher. There might be another gap there, right? But let me take you around there and show you. The roof before I do actually, the roof is self-supporting itself now. So I've took that beam out that was there that was supporting that ridge. Okay, and it's self-supported because the A-frame is the collars, if you like, is holding it all together, and the seating on the all plates was full, so what we call full seating. So let me take you up, just bear with me as I walk up the ladder. I'll give you a little glimpse this side so you can sort of see what I'm up to. Okay, fighting through this yesterday, then the rain came, we stopped, covered it, then it went, then I started, then it stopped. Oh god, it was backwards and forwards like a yo-yo. Right, let me explain what I've been doing here then. So you can see the cuts I have to do with every block going down here. Okay, so there's a cut on every block. Concrete's quite hard to cut, so what I do is I set a string up, I put a batten on across the 2 front fascia of the principal rafters, and I just drop that batten a little bit lower than the height of the rafter because I want my cuts just below it. Okay, then I leave a little gap here, there'll be 4 on each side. Okay, and that's for a timber to come through and out past here. Then there'll be another timber put on the front of it as a fascia for a barge board, and then underneath there'll be another soffit, and that secures that roof. It gives the tiles a good overhang on the outside, so makes a nice hat if you like. But before I crack on there, look how lovely this pointing Tracy's done. She's finished all that top half now. Doesn't it look wonderful, eh? She really does do a nice job now. And the thing is Tracy has more patience than me for this sort of thing. Yeah, because I'm always thinking ahead of myself all the time, just doing another job, sometimes 2 or 3 jobs a day. But Tracy just focuses on them because that's why she's good at crocheting and knitting, because she can think methodically, slowly, and get things done properly. But look at that, doesn't that look wonderful? She's up to there now, so she'll start working that way over the next few weeks. Before she does that though, she's just under here, so she started in there now. Now that wall there will be an exposed wall in the kitchen, so you'll see this pointing in the kitchen when everything else is done, you'll have tiles on this wall and blah blah blah, all the units and everything, and it's all going to be hand painted, solid wooden tops, work surfaces, but all this will be pointed down to about a 1 metre level off the floor, roughly, or just below 900 say, and then that'll be panelling which is painted, and then she'll have her pew sitting up against that. But here again, so back onto the cable, look, I've dropped it a little bit lower. There's a line here, this line goes all the way down to that front batten on this side as well, and then that creates this line here for me to cut to. Yeah, I just put a pencil mark on it, cut round, and then again you can see the gaps. There's another gap here, and these will have timbers coming through here to about this far with a face barge board on it, and that's basically it really. And then you've got this line here. This ain't in the right place, I've just slid it in there for now for temporary out of the way, but that's my working line that will get me you know, my blocks laid, and I'll just move it up as I go. So if the rain plays ball today, I might be able to get this all finished and in. Well, I will get it finished if it stops raining, and get this all tied in, and then what will happen is the block work will come up, and I left my level out all night, never mind, don't matter, they're waterproof. The block will come up and sit under this ridge and give it extra strength, downward pressure, so it'll sit up tight there, and the whole of this wall will take that weight. And as it is over there, I don't know if you can see, so through that gap there you might be able to see the ridge goes into the wall around about 7 inches or 175 mil into the wall, and bears on that. So you've got a bearing that side, a bearing this side, a good bearing or good seat cut on all your bird's mouth cuts. So this roof is solid. I could swing around on that all day long, it's good. But there we go, I just thought I'd give you a little update on that. One other little thing before I go. So on this side we're having Veluxes, not on the other side, because this side takes the sun will come down on here for probably up to about 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the day. It'll be constant sunshine, and then it'll start disappearing out to the front, the sun. So we're having a Velux, 3 of these out, that'll be cut out Velux, and then 3 from that wall, cut out Velux, and they'll be lined up, and that'll give Tracy loads of light through the morning. You know, if you're doing lunchtime meals or anything like that, she'll have plenty of light coming in, as well as our nice chandelier hanging up there, you know, the one you saw, or hopefully you've all seen, one of 4. But we're going to have a lovely chandelier here, and then we'll have some extra light in the ceiling, just to you know, give us that extra boost if Tracy needs it in the dark winter days. Anyway, I hope you got a gist of that all. That's explained a lot of things for you about windows and placements of things. So I'm going to turn you off now, crack on, and see how far I can get before the I get drowned rat, become a drowned rat again. So how are you getting on?
I'm getting on well. I've done all this bit now down here.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah, and you know I've stopped here because obviously you're going to be putting panel in there.
Yeah.
But now
so that height there, just explain.
Yeah.
Up to that height.
Yeah.
It's going to be
that's just the
paneling on the inside. Yep.
So now I'm just working my way up now to here. Then I'll stop, but this part here, a little bit up here, I actually have to use the angle grinder because it is solid as a rock.
Yeah, because they've put cement in this bit, haven't
they? Yeah, it's just, I can't even get it out with the machine. So just rake this bit out. Then all this, I've started a bit of this, brush all this off, then point this, and then finito.
Well, this here, you can see it's been infilled, and we believe there was a little window there on the staircase side, and I think they used to fill them in because there's no lintel there anyway. They might have taken that out, I don't know. Well, there's a lot of cement work up here as well on the top.
And here, look,
so I don't know what's happened. Something's happened here. Could have been a double doorway, maybe. I don't know. That was moved along.
Yeah.
We don't know, but we're trying to work it out as we go along, because you find so many things here that are hidden, and then they come out on you, don't they, whilst you're working away.
This is the only one that's really visible, isn't it, that we can see, but that'll be lovely once that's all
what makes me say that is this, because if you see down here, they've got seal. This is a lump of granite seal there, and it projects in that way. When it goes back in the building, it projects in that way. It looks like it's been hacked off, so maybe that was all the way along cracked. I don't know. Maybe they took that stonework, this stonework here, granite, long time ago, you know, 100 years, whatever, and moved it over. Anyway, it's just a bit fascinating. So Tracy's going to fill all that in.
But it's definitely been a labour of love, and I don't know what I'm going to do when everything's pointed.
Well, today actually is the first day we've had. It's very windy, but it's you can see the trees blowing. Because you see through the roof. This is a see-through roof, a special roof for special people. No, but you can see the trees are blowing, so it's windy, but there's no rain. No rain today. First day it hasn't rained at all yet, and we're what time now? Maybe
it's probably about 3 o'clock now.
3 o'clock-ish.
So
between 3 and half 3. So let me show you what I've been up to there. First of all, I finished the apex. It's completed. I've put in the flue for the cooker, and then an opening is left there to put the extractor fan out, because we're going to have some sort of extractor there. But let me take you around here. Okay, there's a Chesinator. She's been looking for mice and rats all day over there. There's a little family emblem over there. She keeps getting the odd one. But I've put this in now, put this overhang on. Okay, so this projects me across the roof, and I'll go up. Bear with me because I'm climbing. Okay, so let's get over here and you can see a bit better. So you can see I put this ladder work on, or boxing ladder work we call it. It goes up and over. What it does is it goes across the wall, top of the wall, so when we put our battens on, okay, they'll go on like that across to here and cover the wall, so we get the wall covered with the felt and batten. And in France, and I'll show you when I'm doing it, they double batten. It's a requirement that they stipulate. So you have to double batten your roofs. That means you put your felt on, you put a batten going up, and then you put all your battens with your headroom spacings between them all for your tiles. Okay, and it's a brilliant idea they use. I think England should adopt this now, because what happens is it takes the tile, watch my fingers, it takes the tile away from the felt, and what you're trying to achieve is get the slate tiles off the wood as much as possible and let the air flow under, because if you have tiles sitting flat on wood, they get very wet underneath, and then they cause black mould, and they start to deteriorate a lot quicker because they go soft, because a tile or slate tile needs to dry out. Yeah, even if it gets wet, it needs to dry out as well a lot, so it keeps it rigid and tough. But anyway, so there I am, I'm up to here now. So basically the skeleton of the roof is done, and in total, to get to this stage, put all the collars in, build the roof, put all the stonework, everything, it's been 11 days of work, and I think that's pretty good. Basically all on my own, wasn't it, Trey?
yeah, it was.
So Trace did help me. She loaded out the blocks, a lot of the blocks, probably 3/4 of them, but she's done a wonderful job here, as I showed before. So it's all done now. This pointing at the top, as you can see, and we were talking about rain a minute ago, but them clouds look a bit ominous. So nice and strong now. What's going to happen here is the fascia board's going to go on here, hang down, and then we're going to do our tiles up to the edge on the battens, and then we've just put a little trim in there to close them off, and then the fascias on the front soffits, and a soffit under here. That's another little thing I forgot to say as well. A lot of people put these braces in, the ladders, but they forget to put this little end one on. Okay, and that's to catch the board underneath as it goes up, and then our render goes on there, and on here where this sits on, these got like an engineer and a heavy duty brick that they're sitting on, so it takes the weight of this over time. It's not now, but it's in time, you know, over a long time. But you ain't gonna see that, even though that brick says extra. That's the name on the brick, extra, so I believe that might come from England. Don't know, got it from Lionel anyway. But what I'm going to do with these walls, I've just got to pull myself up because my belt's falling down. What I'm going to do with these walls is I'm going to render them on the outside, then I'm going to put in oak uprights to make it look like a column barge, so it look like a timber frame house with lime filled in between, and it will go all the way around, so when you look from outside it'll look like column barge. We don't know exactly what was here. We believe it was all stone originally, but they don't mind if you put column barge looking or stone effects. That's what they want. They don't want it ultra modern looking. But there we go. So we're now done, so I can start to felt and batten now. Hey. Oh, and I was going to say actually is if you're enjoying what we're doing, me and Trace, and you know, you feel like you get a lot of entertainment out of the video, you know, remember we've got a buy me a coffee page, and if you want to be a patron you can come along and be a patron as well, but as they say, it helps with the videoing. We can keep on making the videos because it makes it worthwhile in the end, but anyway, just something to think about.